Hello my friends, welcome to another episode of Stephanie's Stamp Pad, where we get together and we make a card. Today's card is a happy birthday pop-up card. Isn't that fun? And you know what the best part is? It looks hard and it is so incredibly easy. Now, what we're gonna need to create this card is a couple different things. Number one, we're gonna need the 3D drop-in that I designed for Sizzix. And it has the surprise, it has the presents, but we're gonna be using the happy birthday. You're also gonna need the pattern paper Happy Collection. Of course, you're gonna need Sizzix adhesive sheets because I use that probably on every single project I've ever done in my whole entire life. I'm gonna be using the highlighters for planners stamp set. I'm using that circle right there. Then we have some kiwi seam binding as well as some arrow stickers. Let's get started. The first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna die cut the inside of our card. Now I've taken some blueberry cardstock and I've just created an A2 size card. That's 4 1/4 by 5 1/2 and I've just folded it. So that's all this is just that, okay? But then for the inside, I'm gonna use the inside of this die as well as the happy birthday. So I'm gonna take that and I'm gonna die cut this. And I'm gonna die cut this out of the white. So we're gonna get this, we're gonna get this, we're gonna lay that down, lay this down. Now I am using the Big Shot Express with my magnetic platform. You can use any Sizzix machine, any other machine out there, as long as it takes the thin wafer dies. And we're gonna run this through. Now the machine is gonna die cut it and score it for me at the same time, which is fantastic because that's exactly what I want it to do. And it's so nice and quiet. Can you believe it? It's so quiet. And I don't even have to watch it. It's kind of nice. Now the cracking is normal. That's just the blade going through the cutting pad. So we're going to lift that up, pop that out, pop that out, pop that out, pop that out. Get all those extra pieces out. Let's gently pull this out. There we go. Okay, so we have all of this, but we're going to take this a step further. And we're going to, you can see on my sample, I have a white base, but then my happy birthday is yellow. So I'm gonna take this yellow and I'm gonna add Sizzix adhesive to the back. So let's get some Sizzix adhesive. Now I'm not gonna need all of it for right now, so I'm just gonna lay this right on top. Whoops, don't do that. Okay, right there on top. And then we're gonna lay this carrier sheet back on top of it so we can save that adhesive for another time. So we're just going to tear that off, and I'm tearing the sticky part off because I save all of this. You'll never know when you're going to need it because you'll need it on the next project. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the happy birthday, make sure it's pretty clean, give it a little poke. I could also use my roller brush if I want. I might want to use my roller brush. Get all those little pieces out. There we go. Okay, so I'm going to lay this down and I'm going to run this through the machine. Can use a smaller cutting pad for that. And then we're gonna do some stamping. Clean all that mess up. I love that crunch because that means it's working. Okay, so we're gonna pop this out. Now, this die was designed to stay in the card, so it's still stuck in that card. So there's two spots that I'm gonna trim it. And the nice thing is it's really easy because it kind of gives you a little line. And I know that it doesn't make sense right now, but when you see it in person, it's really gonna make sense. So you'll know exactly where you're gonna need to trim it. And I'm gonna trim it right there, and then right there. And then one more, right there. So it's just where it didn't come out of the die. Okay. Get all of that off. And I want to ink this a little bit just to add a little bit extra. And I want you to see the difference. So there's the before. Oh, I have the extra carrier sheet on there. But there's the before and the after. And you can just see that it just adds a little bit more excitement. So we're going to grab this and let's get a blender. And we need banana. Okay, so we're just going to add a little bit extra to this. Just going to kind of run it around just to make it a little bit more exciting. Okay, there we go. Awesome. Now what we're going to do is we're going to stamp the base of our card. So we have this, and we're gonna get that little dot, that little circle. Peel that up, and we are gonna use lots of fun colors. So you can see in here, we have lots of fun colors. So we're gonna do strawberry first. You probably wanna do about 3 of each color. And this is a brand new stamp, so we're gonna just grab that. Awesome. Awesome. 3rd time's a charm. So we're just gonna go 1, 2, 3. Okay, switch colors. Fastest and easiest way to clean your stamps is baby wipes, cheap baby wipes. You don't want to use the nice ones because they have the fuzz, and you don't want the lint. So there's red, strawberry. Let's do banana next. So there's 1, 2, 3. Awesome. Clean again. And let's go to kiwi, green. Kiwi, kiwi. 1, 2, 3. And what should be next? How about sky? So we're just going to go through all the colors. And it looks like I'm missing blueberry. I'm missing blueberry. We'll add more sky to make up for it. One more. Okay, now what we're going to do is we are going to start putting this together. So we're going to fold this in half on those score lines the die has already created for us. And our happy birthday is a little bit thinner. We are just going to fold on the B, because that's on the edge, fold on the Y, because that's on the edge, and then let it fold itself, just like that. We're going to open it up. And then we're going to get our happy birthday that has the Sizzix adhesive on the back. We're going to peel that up and flick those off. Ugh. Okay, all the ickies. And we're going to gently, oh, let's not do that on our secret weapon. We don't want any adhesive on our secret weapon. Lay that down right there. Get all the extra pieces off of us. There we have our happy birthday. Fold that. And then what we're going to do is we are going to, I just folded this little piece to go on the back because I didn't want, if I close this up, I would just have blue on the back, and I wanted to add another color. So I want to add this red. So I'm going to get some Sizzix, I'm going to get some adhesive. I'm going to add adhesive here. And it's going to go on the inside of my card, so I'm just going to lay that down right there. It's pretty much just in the center, so we're going to add adhesive to this one, close it up, add adhesive to that one, open it up, and then we're going to add our card insert. So we're going to take this, we're going to add adhesive to this, and we're going to add one side here. Just like that. See how it layers so nicely on that? We're going to close it and add adhesive to this side. Close the blue card. Open it all up, and there is our happy birthday. Isn't that fantastic? But we still have a couple more things to do to decorate it. We're going to add a couple one arrow to the front, just to give it a little bit of excitement. Then we're going to open it up. And let's add our kiwi ribbon. And we did that to this side. Ribbon always just adds that extra special touch. I'm telling you, it is awesome. It just adds that extra oomph. Let's turn it this way. There we go. And if you don't like to tie bows, you can definitely tie a knot. That's fine. That's allowed. No one will ever know that you didn't like to do bows if you just tie a knot. There we go. There we go. So let's trim that. And trim this one. Oh, I need new scissors. These are getting dull. Okay. And then let's add a couple more arrows to this to make it a little bit more, especially the blue because I didn't have my blue ink. So let's add that. Oh, and here's a tip. See how that one stamp I didn't stamp that very well, and you know, it kind of is starting to bother me? Well, look at this. Stamp what quite well, right? Look, gone. Perfect. So then let's add this one here, just to add some extra fun stuff. And then I think we added one more up at the top, just to add some fun. And then lastly, right next to that ribbon, let's add one more arrow, because why not, right? There we go. And look at how beautiful that card turned out to be. Happy birthday, and it's ready to be given to your little friend or even a big friend. Thanks so much for joining me for another episode of Stephanie's Stamp Pad, where we get together and make a card. Every Wednesday we release a new video, so come back next week for another video. Thanks so much, and I'll see you again soon. Bye-bye.